I think I have a bit of difficulty wrapping my head around why people adore the Beatles as much as they do. See, I grew up with a constant message from both of my parents.
The Beatles are the pinnacle of music.
And I remember wondering back then if there would be a day when I suddenly understood what it was that made them so transcendent. And then I finally would be able to be a member of the expansive following of Beatles fans that dots the world. But as of yet, that day has yet to come. And I'm beginning to think it never will.
His parents told him he was adopted and they'll only accept him if he finally completes his quest to like the Beatles. How's it so hard?
They were threatening to put a fucking plastic bag around his fucking head.
You bet they brings every night. I ain't said no Beatles haters in my family. This album is most notable for being an incoherent mess whose songs do not go well together or flow as a whole, even more so than a normal album, which is usually just a set of songs anyway. It is one of the few albums in which the song selections positively work against each other. Not to mention that it's more 1950s tier pop ditties in the 1968. Final verdict, 3 out of 10. Terrible. 1.5 stars. How is this pop ditties? I thought the usual complaint is like it's too like out there or like it's just shitty experimentalism. What's he talking about? It's pop ditties. What the fuck? No. This is bar none the most overrated album of all time. And quite possibly one of the worst albums I have ever listened to. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Back in the USSR, and Helter Skelter are the only songs on here even worth mentioning. Fine, I agree. Those 3 were great, but not even they can justify such a disproportionate ratio of quality tracks to the rest of the album, which consists of nothing more than complete bullshit, filler nonsense. Literally every song on here is entirely worthless, absolutely filled with abrasive songwriting. What? And backed only by even more abrasive. Wait, what? In piss poor lyrics? How can lyrics be abrasive? Seriously, this album is terrible. Well, an hour and a half of some of the most discordant and ridiculous wankery imaginable. How the mighty have fallen tenfold. Okay, what do you mean every song on here if you just said 3 of the songs were great? And apparently he likes the Beatles because he said they fell. So like, when was the Beatles good? When they're singing I Wanna Hold Your Hand? What? Okay, let's see what HST just annihilates this album with a score of 1.5 stars. I used to dislike this album compared to their others, but this is their only album to wildly vary in sound, and thus the only one that tends to hold up over time. It's one of the few that not only rewards repeated listens, but rewards simply by sitting through its entire hour and a half length. While My Guitar Gently Weeps is clearly the best song here, who knew that Harrison would be the one to truly create the ultimate masterpiece of the Beatles' entire canon? One of the most progressive and forward-thinking compositions.
Now hold the phone here.
What?
You say all this good shit.
They give it 1.5 stars.
1.5 stars.
He gives it a good review.
Other fucking albums gone.
Yeah, this is their ultimate
Sgt.
album.
Pepper's like 0.5.
Yeah,
like,
0.5. It's 0.5. It changed
This
music
is
forever.
degeneracy.
0.5.
That's degeneracy.
1 star for 1 good song.
Well, which song is it though?
he doesn't even say that. He does. It's a fucking mystery. What's the one good song? Someone needs to track this guy down, show him this review, and say, "What is it? What's the one good song?" John Lennon asked him, "Well, maybe what's the one good song?"
The worst Beatles album ever. The majority of this album is crap.
Si c'è si salva qualcosina quesadilla. My fucking god, holy shit.
What a dreadful mess. I know. Most of the planet strongly disagrees. I don't think most of the planet even has a computer. But I feel this record should have been a 45? Does he mean 4.5? But he gave it 0.5.
I think what he's...
Wait, so 4.5, that's like what it has already?
I think what he's saying is that it should be a single album and not a double album.
Oh, a 45-minute album.
I'm not sure, but either way, his points are invalid. Either way you look at it.
So, let's see what Sam Thomas is an asshole. I don't know who Sam Thomas is. He might not be an asshole. But let's see. Doesn't reinvent the wheel, really. Doesn't play into the tropes of pop rock well. Is it trying to be pop rock? Even tracks that should be interesting. Back in the USSR should be anti-revisionism, and the Czechoslovakian Spring, which occurred the year, was instead another love song. Actually, you know what? He's right. No, listen. Okay, you're like a fucking Trotskyist. You're like, oh man, no, listen, guys, you haven't read Marx enough. Okay, you don't understand. The peasants are the revolutionary class. Permanent revolution. And then you're like Czechoslovakia, and you're like, what the fuck is this alliance thing? Let's just do capitalism, but call it communism. Like, no. Okay, this guy, he gets it. Perhaps I'm harsh, but I don't understand what's so special about you Beatles. 1 out of 10, one at their best.
Listen to While My Guitar Gently Weeps and skip the rest. In fact, skip all the albums from the Beatles. The Beatles are a singles band. Recommendation: listen to the compilations instead.
Imagine being such a pleb that you only listen to the singles. Like, this man does not listen to albums. Oh, but his name is Radiohead.
Radiohead.
Is Radiohead a single? This album would be good if it wasn't just full of trashy filler songs which dragged the album down. This is the equivalent to Pink Floyd's The Wall. Wait, what? Okay. So Pink Floyd's The Wall is an album most people like, and the Beatles' The White Album is an album most people like. So he's comparing an album people like to an album people like, but
both are shit.
Yeah, but he's actually saying both are shit because he gave this one a shit review. So he's calling that Pink Floyd The Wall bad, but it's not made clear.
A double whammy,
This
bro.
is a fucking The Ruse. Fuck the White Album. 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 Fuck the White Album.
Fuck the White Album.